Denzel, I want you to name your resume because I'm new. I'm new to you. I don't know who you are. I'm sure everybody on the camera doesn't know who you are. Like you already mentioned Jay Neat.
Mm-hmm.
What other artists have you worked with, whether it's in the city or outside the city? Like what's your resume looking like?
It's nothing crazy. Just I have like, it's pretty much just Toronto guys like Houdini, Burna, and
Rest in peace.
yeah, yeah.
Hold
that
your
was
head.
crazy, man.
Because you got Pressa too, no? Or that
Yeah,
never came
yeah.
out?
I have like 3-4 tracks to press up, but I don't.
Yo,
This guy's so nonchalant. Like I had like a couple songs
'Cause he ain't rich
with
yet.
Houdini
But
and
he ain't rich yet.
But
He's
yo,
like, eh.
the Houdini was like the first artist that I ever like. That was actually, it never dropped, so it's technically not like a placement. But that was the first artist I ever like made tracks with. Like me and Houdini made 2 songs, and like we talked about like them dropping like couple months, and then in a couple months, and then yeah, he got what happened. And it was just it was such a shock. Like damn.
Yeah, life's short.
yeah, man.
Life's definitely short.
Where were you when you heard that news of Houdini, Denzel? Were you making a beat?
I think I was just driving, and then my boy called me, and
That's
he was
a
like,
bad
"Yo,
timing.
yeah, because this was like 2020, and I was just on the road, and my boy called me, and he was like, "Yo, did you hear the news?" And I was like, "No," and then I didn't believe it when he told me, and then I just went on I saw on Six Buzz they posted him, and I was like, "That's crazy."
That's like when Smoke Dog got killed. I was literally on the way to the studio with my dog and 2 of my homegirls. And my homegirls are from region, so they know him. So, like, this was fucked. Like, they started breaking down.
Damn.
So they all grew up with him and all that, you know? Like, that session was dark still.
Yeah,
Extremely
man.
dark.
It gets rough.
But basically, Denzel done produced for, like, the Toronto artists that be doing numbers and shit.
The Toronto Avengers. Well,
Yeah.
actually, the Avengers are like Drake, Tory.
I haven't even watched the actual Avengers movies either, so I don't know like what would qualify someone as an Avenger.
Just like the
It's the top guys.
yeah.
So who's the top villains?
I don't know, bro. I don't even listen to that much.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Literally,
no,
like the only Toronto rapper I really listen to is Burna, and that's it.
Man, Burna is still sick. Like he hasn't dropped anything in a long time because he's been locked
Like,
up.
and he
for a
doesn't even
minute, but-
have to, and his work's still going,
Yeah.
you know, still gonna be up there.
Yeah. But honestly, I just started making like R&B stuff
And I started making
Afro
R&B beats on
and-
R&B songs on your beats too.
because honestly, like I feel like hip hop is on a massive decline.
They were saying that in the industry like last year, like word. Oh yeah, so shit, tell the people how we met, y'all. At boot camp.
We just met.
Basically, like we met like at like producer boot camp, and he was the only one that I really clicked with, you know. I got kicked out the boot camp early.
Nah.
No, I really did.
Nah.
Early, okay, compared to other, okay, there's people that got kicked out like maybe like week 1 and week 2. I was there for maybe
Yeah,
like 3
actually.
months, but I still got kicked out. Look, put it like this: there was 4 that were left. Like we, you know what I'm saying? We had the 4 left, and I was part of the 4. And then one day they just said, "Get out of here." I'm like, "Oh shit."
Damn. Yeah, and then there was only 3 of us.
Shout out to Slime and K Coke, yo. I mean K Coke, K Coke. Holy fuck. Yo, his name always be confusing me, yo. But yo,
K Cook is he was a serious engineer.
yo, I seen this man fucking mix a song. Like, yo, there was mans were making beats on the fucking like the monitors and everything, and he had his laptop to his ear mixing a song.
He's talented.
And after he said, I bet you I get it right. And after when he connect that shit to the computer, and he said, "Oh, let me just turn this down slightly," and that was it. I'm like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah, man. He was great at what he did.
I don't know what he's doing these days.
Shout out to him though. I learned so much from him though. Him and Slime, like that was like my entry into engineering. I learned so much just from that boot camp.
I feel like I didn't really learn much, to be honest. Like I was just always chilling doing my own shit. I would just pull up with like loops and shit and like beats already made and say, "Yo, who could tweak these?" You know? 'Cause I didn't like the type of beats I was making versus the beats you guys were making was just different. So it wasn't really meshing more times, you know?
Yeah, we were in that. We were doing that for so long, and we didn't even make it on any albums.
I remember Cook showed us like 3 songs by Burna. I think it was Burna and what's his name? 2 times.
It's all up.
Yeah, Talib. And like we heard them. And he's like, "Yo, these are getting mixed. They're going on Burna's album." I'm like, "All right, bet." And Burna's album was dropping in like 2 weeks. All I know is that I think it dropped on like Christmas Day or something, or Christmas Eve. All I know is I woke up, like I must have woke up like right before midnight. After I said, "All right, that new Burna about to drop. Let's see what I'm on." But I'm like, I didn't get no paperwork yet. I'm like, "All right, we're gonna have to discuss that after." Yo, midnight hit. Download that Burna. Listen to like the first 5 seconds of every song. I realize I don't hear nothing I was involved with.
Oh,
I don't even know if you were involved with anything on that project.
I was
either.
on the next one.
You see what I mean? Like, and he said, he mixed those songs. They're going on there. And they didn't go on there. Until this day, I want to know, like, will they ever be released?
No.
Because, matter of fact, like, Burna was using, like, mad Crow Gang beats, too. He was showing me. Fucking Coco showing me. So, like, a lot of beats that I was just making myself and shit he was using. You know? And now we'll never know if we ever hear those songs.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Probably not.
I mean, we can't say that. He might drop a new tape just now, and it might
Yeah,
have Mad Denzel, XI, and Mad Crow Gang, and you know what I'm saying?
You never know. You never know, but
Yeah, I still got those beats that we made.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Remember he did that choir one?
I did a Burna one and one for fucking Pressa too. Yeah. Like sound like what's that shit? That Kodak song, Super what? Super Gremlins.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm on it, I'm on it. When I'm in producer mode. And then I just said, fuck, I'm gonna be an artist. Like honestly, once those tracks produced for Burna never dropped, I said, I'm going back to being an artist. Fuck this shit. And that's how we're here now.
yeah.
I mean, fair.